Right. Okay. Okay, guys. Good afternoon and welcome back. Hope you can hear me. Send me a thumbs up. Right. Okay. So let's start the third term paper discussion, grade 11. And hope you guys are doing well. But the current situation in the country is not good. Many landslides and the flood places. Still, the things are going on. So too hard to hear the news and as well as the scenarios. දැන් ගොඩක් අවුල් වෙලා ඉන්නේ සමහරු තාම පැති තියෙනවා. ඔයගොල්ලෝ දන්නේ නැති උනාට ගොඩක් ඒවා තියෙනවා. මම හිතන්නේ තාම හරියට එස්ටිමේට් කරලත් නැහැ කොහොමද වෙලා තියෙන්නේ ඔක්කොම. ඉතින් ළමයි ඉන්නවනම් කවුරු හරි නෝට්ස් නැති වෙච්ච මොනවා හරි ප්‍රශ්නයක් තියෙන අය කන්ටැක්ට් කරන්න. එතකොට මගේ පැත්තෙන් ඕලෙවල් කොමර්ස් සහ එලෙවල් accounts වලට සපෝට් එක දෙනවා. මොනවාද අපි තර්ඩ් ටර්ම් ටෙස්ට් එක අද තියෙන දවසේම තියනවා ළමයි. මොකද ඒකට හේතුව මේක රෙකෝඩින් එක දෙනවා, පේපර් එකක් තියෙනවා. නැති අයට පස්සේ බලන්න පුළුවන්. ඉතින් මේ මොනවාද පුළුවන්. ඉතින් මටත් ඇත්තටම ගෙදර ඉන්න බෑ. ඒ නිවුස් දැක්කම රැට නිින්ද යන්නේ නැහැ. ඒකට මමත් ඊයේ පෙරේදා දෙකම හිටියේ මහරගම. යුත් එකේ මටත් පුළුවන් විදිහට සපෝට් එකක් දෙන්න. ඒකට හේතුව මේ මොනවාද අපිට කොලම්බෝ අවට ඉන්න අයට ඒක තේරෙන්නේ නැතුණාට දුර ඉන්න අයට තමයි ගොඩක්ම නැහැ. තේරුණා? Right. So let's start the paper. I have shared the paper with you, right? So now I'm going to give you 1 hour. So today we can't do all the questions. මේ paper එක හදද්දී මේ ඔයගොල්ලෝ අනිත් කොමර්ස් උගන්නන අපේ සුබානිමිසුත් support එකක් දුන්නා. ලොකු support එකක් සුබානිමිස් අද එන්න හිටියා. නමුත් එන්න බෑ. එයාත් flood victims කෙනෙක්. එයාට ගෙවල් ළඟත් වතුර දාලා. හැබැයි first paper එක අපි අද කතා කරද්දී second paper එක ඔයගොල්ලන්ට recording එකක් විදියට එවන්නේ. recording එක ඔයගොල්ලන්ට ගොඩක් වෙලාට සුබානිමිස් කරයි. අපි other first paper එක I'm going to give you 1 hour to write the answers and 1 hour and 15 minutes I'm going to discuss the answers. Understood? Right? Now I have shared the paper with you. I'm going to give you 1 hour to write the answers. Right? So you need to write the answers 1 hour. Then after that, I'm going to discuss the answers. Right? So I'm going to put the countdown now, especially the 33 to 40 questions. I'm the one who prepared. ඒක නිසා try එකක් දෙන්න. O level paper එක විදිහටම තමයි මම හදලා තියෙන්නේ. Right? හරි. Write the answers. If there's any concern, you can send it to me, my WhatsApp number. Oh, sorry, send it to the chat box. All good. Again, send me a thumbs up. Hope you understood the thing, right? So write the answers for all the questions and put raise hands, right? I'm going to give you like 1 hour to write the answers, right? The countdown started. Write everything and put raise hand. ප්‍රශ්නවල වැරද්දක් කරේ මොන හරි අවුලක් තියෙනවා නම් අහන්න. If there's any concern, let me know. If there's any concern, let me know. 47 minutes remaining. Huh? Write the answers fast.
Excuse me, sir. Sir,
Concern?
sir,
Yes.
sir, මේ 19 වෙනි ප්‍රශ්නේ අපෙන් අහලා තින්නේ
19.
මේ
19. Mhm.
මැෂින් එක පර්චේස් කරාට පස්සේ account balance එකද අපෙන් අහලා තින්නේ.
ඇහුන්නේ නැහැ. Sorry.
මැෂින් එක පර්චේස් කරාට පස්සේ එන account balance එකද අපෙන් අහලා තින්නේ.
ඔව් after නේ කියන්නේ after කියන්නේ එකෙන් පස්සේ.
Sir,
Yes.
sir, මේ 21 to 23 වෙන්න ඕන නේද මේ අර දීලා තියෙන questions ටික අර මේ scenario එකක් දීලා තියෙන්නේ.
20
ඒක 23 23 වෙනකන් වෙන්න ඕන නේද?
or 23 වෙනකම්.
හරි sir, thank you.
So in here, in question number 28, it should be functions that a businessman cannot be performed. It should be cannot be performed, not can. It should be cannot. Cannot. Right? 28. Thirty-five minutes more. හතරේ ඉඳන් 40 වෙනකම් ඔක්කොම ටික හරියට කරොත් මං ගන්න දෙනවා සිංගප්පූරු සවාරිය. 34 to 40. 33 or 34. 34 දර case study. මේක මං විසින් නිර්මාණය කරන ලද්දක්. 34 to 40 හතරේ. Let's see. Should be 34 to not 44, 40, yeah? 34 to 40. I gave only 45 minutes to grade 10, but I give you 1 hour. Some questions are difficult, that's why. Any concerns? Send it to the chat box. Any concerns? Less than 30 minutes? 18 minutes more. 18 minutes more. 10 minutes more. Yes. No. So second part, question 3. Honey is a natural resource that belongs to the land, but it is second part, question number 3. Second part we are discussing later. Second part of first question. What is the matter? Question number 3 or second paper question number 3? Yes. Five minutes more. Right. Time's up. Right. Okay. Now stay with the videos. Hope you can hear me. Send me a thumbs up. Right. Okay. Nice. So let's start the discussion. Huh? Okay. Now look here. Pay attention to here. Right. Okay. So I'm going to discuss the first MCQ paper. Right. Okay. Let's see. Gayashan Fernando is a student pursuing a diploma in business management at the National Institute of Higher Education. He obtained the X required for the business of breeding and selling village chickens, which he had been running in a limited space at his home for about 5 years. From Kasun Pereira, he obtained the X from Kasun Pereira and conducting the business at his home about 5 years, who is engaged in egg production in the area. Kasun Pereira is the eggs producer in here. Considering the high demand, Gayashan decided to raise about 5 other birds at home to obtain eggs required for breeding. Right. The need that this business fulfilled are, what is the need? You know, the answer is food. The factor of production that the village egg used to the breeding includes what? It is capital, because it is in a farm. Farm means it is a man-made thing, right? The answer is number 2, right? Okay. Then, right? Look here. Pay attention. The opportunity mentions in here: outspace, high experience, high demand, raising mothers animals at home. What is the answer? Yes. Uh, High demand is the opportunity in here. High demand, right? The decision to raise mothers animals at home belongs to what? It is kind of a decision. Decision means to what? It is a planning. Planning means something we decide, so it comes under planning. If Gayashan decided to run his business under the name of Farm G, the applicable law is, you know, Business Name Ordinance number 6 of 1980. You know, since it is a sole trader, according to the business name registration number 6 of 1980, if the business is different than owner's personal name, that business name should be registered. Understand? Right? Hope it's clear to you. Right. The most accurate way to generate income from the marketing mix of good and service variable are, the accurate way to generate income is what? Only the income generated through price. Others are only the cost, right? Price is the only marketing mix that generate the revenue to the business. An example for credit card, what is the answer? Cat Super, CNET, SET, C Bank, Visa. What is the answer?
Sinet.
CNET, right? Yeah. So the answer is CNET, but the thing is, these names are now not using. Make our then we are very useful, right? So the importance of electronic money related service is not ready to bear. The importance of electronic money related services is not ready to bear additional cost, immediateness, reduced risk, no risk of data corruption. What is the answer? The importance of electronic money related services is not a importance. Yes. No additional cost, ready to bear additional cost, immediateness, that is correct, reduced risk, okay, ready to bear additional cost, no risk of data corruption. So there is a risk of data corruption. No, there's no data corruption, so uh, we can take the answer both 144 both, right? It's fine. Additional cost එකක් තියෙනවා, ඒක importance එකක් නෙමෙයි. විතරාන importance නේද? importance means in here the advantages. අපි 1යි 4යි දෙකම ගන්න පුළුවන්. දෙකෙන් ඕන එකට හරි දෙන්න පුළුවන්. Okay, fine. Right? Now, an example of wholesale trade. You know what is the term called wholesale trade and the retail trade? Retail trade means purchasing something for the usage purpose. Wholesale trade means what? Purchase something for the reselling purpose, right? Sandaru bakers purchase 100 kilogram of flour. It is a wholesale. Why? Bakers produce something for what? Again, reselling purpose. It is a wholesale trade, right? Gayashan purchased black stone to build his house. It is a retail trade. Sopun purchased rice for household consumption. It is a retail trade. Purchased 500 milk packet for the annual sports festival. That is also for the final consumption. If there's any concern, you can ask. Go unmute and tell me. Right? Okay. An electronic card issued by bank to a customer on credit basis. Debit card, credit card, prepaid card, automatic teller card. What is the answer? Credit card. Credit card is on credit basis, right? When we use credit cards, our liability increases. Number 11. If you missed any answer, let me know. Right. Select the answer that correctly describes the item that belongs to the variable whole price in the marketing mix. Advertising, transportation design, discounts, credit terms, payment method, packaging, credit term, payment method, design, discount offers. In here, advertise, you know what are the marketing mix? There are 4 P's. What are the 4 P's? Product, right? Price, place, and the promotion, right? In here, advertising is promotion, transport is what? Place, design is what? Product. Discounts, credit term, payment method, all are price. Packaging in here, product, credit terms, price, payment method, price. In here, design, product, discounts, price, offers means promotion, right? All good, right? Okay. What is the main objective of a business? To earn profit and the increasing customer satisfaction. Out of this one, we can take to earn a profit. Earn a profit. Earning profit and the increasing customer satisfaction are the examples, right? The document used when giving goods on credit basis to customers. Now the accounting parts, right? Now the document used to use when giving goods on credit to a customer. What is the answer? When we sell the goods on credit basis to customers, what is the source document? Huh? Pardon? The invoice. What is when we sell the
Sales.
goods? Sales invoice. Prime entry book. Watch the so the answer is sales invoice. And where we record? Sales journal. Right? By selling a stock of goods at a loss, what will happen? Liability and asset decreases, asset and income increases, liability and liability decreases, expense and liability increases by selling a stock of goods at a loss. Asset and equity decreases. For an example, I'll tell you like this. Right. It's like this. Now think, by selling a stock of goods at a loss, right? දැන් හිතන්න අපි 100ට ගත්ත එක 120ට විකුණුවොත් මොකද වෙන්නේ? If I take assets equal equity plus
Profit
liability,
එකක් එනවා.
equity plus liability. ඒතර 100 stocks අඩු වෙනවා. 120ක් වැඩි වෙනවා. Cash වලට base විකුණුවොත් cash increase. Credit basis sell කරොත් what will happen? Debtors increase, right? So we add 20 to the equity there is no any liability. හැබැයි අපි loss එකකට sell කරොත් 100 දේවා if we sell into 80, what will happen? Asset decrease. දැන් මෙතන ඔයාලට පේනවාද assets increase by 20, equity also increase by 20. That is the net impact. Understand? If we sell 100 worth of goods, right, into 80, what will happen? There is a minus 20 of assets. There is a minus 20 of assets, and equity also decreased by 20. All good? Right? So there is no any answer, right? Asset decrease. In here we can take like income decrease කියලා තමයි මේක තියෙන්නේ. It should be like මේකත් හරි. හැබැයි හරි මේක equity decreases. මේක පොඩ්ඩක් හදාගන්න equity decrease. Right? The primary purpose of insurance is to earn a profit, to expand the business, to analyze the risk, to provide protection in case of disaster. What is the answer? To analyze them,
Provide protection in the case of disaster.
to provide protection. Yes, the primary purpose of insurance the main purpose of insurance is what? Accumulating risk. තේරුණාද? මෙතන accumulating risk වෙන්න ඕනේ. මෙතන analyze කියලා ඔයාලට වැරදිලා ඇති. accumulating risk වෙන්න ඕනේ. හැබැයි මෙහෙමයි ඉන්ෂුරන්ස් කරා කියලා අපේ disaster protect වෙන්නේ නැහැ. disaster එක තියනවම තමයි. තේරුණාද? ඉන්ෂුරන්ස් කරා කියලා අපි මැරෙන්නේ නැතු ඉන්නවා. හරිනවද? තේරුණාද? මේකේ අපිට compensation එකක් විතරයි හම්බෙන්නේ. තේරුණාද? To provide protection in cause of disaster. Protections අපේ protection එකක් නෙමෙයි. තේරුණාද? අපිට relief එකක් හම්බෙන්නේ. තේරුණාද? අපිට අපේ cause නැති වෙන්නේ නැහැ. දැන් මම මොනවාද අපි ගත්තොත් natural disaster insurance එකක් ගත්ත කියලා natural disaster නැති වෙන්නේ නැහැ. තේරුණාද? ඒකෙන් compensation එකක් තමයි හම්බෙන්නේ. It should be accumulating risk. චූටි printing mistake තියෙනවා. Right? Okay. Next one. Right. Example of general insurance: life insurance, vehicle insurance, term insurance. Generally, these should be the vehicle insurance. Right? Vehicle insurance. Trade is what?
General කියලා අදහස් කරේ primary ද?
In here example of general insurance. එතන ඒකම තමයි තියෙන නිසා we can't take it. Just only that. Right? ඒකමනේ තියෙන්නේ. Trade is what? Exchanging good and services. Right? Exchanging good and services. Right. Next one. Internal trade means what? Trading within the country. That is the term called internal trade. Trading within the country. Right? Right. 19 and 20. Assets, equity, liability, these are the things. The accounting equation of this business after purchasing a machine on credit. Now, let's take assets equal equity plus liability. Equity plus liability. Right? Assets are 150,000. Equity 100,000. Liability 50,000. The accounting equation for this business after purchasing a machine on credit. එතකොට machine කියන asset එක වැඩි වෙනවා. Since we purchase on credit, our liability increase as what? When we purchase machine on credit, what is the liability increase? Can you tell me the name? Huh? Liability increase as what? Creditor, 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 creditor කියන්න පුළුවන්ද? බෑ. Creditor කියන්නේ කවුද? Creditors are the parties who gives credit basis stocks. We purchase machine for what? Usage purpose. machine එකක් credit basis දුන්නොත් ඒ දෙන අයට අපිට creditor කියලා කියන්න පුළුවන්. තේරුණාද? Can you hear me guys? Just remember, most of us are still struggling to identify the difference between trade goods and the non-current assets. Things we purchase for the reselling purpose, it is a stocks or the trade goods. Things we purchase for the usage purpose, it is what? Non-current assets. Understand? If we purchase trade goods on credit, the party who gives that trade goods, we identify as trade creditor. If we purchase a non-current assets on credit basis, we can identify other party as a creditor. ඒගොල්ලන්ට කියන්නේ මෙතන කියන්නේ machine loan කියලා. machine loan කියලා. එහෙම නැත්නම් නමක් දුන්නොත් ඒ business එකේ නමින් තමයි identify කරන්නේ. creditor කියන්න බෑ. තේරුණා? You need to know the difference between those two, right? In here, assets increase up to 200,000. Equity the same 100,000. Liability should increase by how much? 100,000. So the answer is 200,000, 100 and 100, right? So එකෙන්ම දෙකක් තියෙනවා. Right? The petty cash manager of Atula's business on 1st of November on November 2001 had 255. On that date, the main cashier paid 2,145 to the reimburse the impress. The value of the petty cash impress of the business is. Now, if we take the timeline, right, we can take the, now you know this is all about November, right? November. I take November and the December, right? Balance there was 255, right? Reimburse 2,245. ඒ balance එකයි reimburse කරපු දෙකයි දෙකේම total එක මොකක්ද? Impressed එක. තේරුණාද? So how much? 10, 10, 2,500. The answer is number 3. Are you okay up to here? Right? Send me a thumbs up. Right. Okay. Answer the question number 21 to 23 should be based on the following scenario. The following are some of the transactions that occurred in the Kamalini's business on October 2025. Right? Okay. Answer the that occurred in the Kamalini's business in October 2025. Obtain a bank loan of 100,000, selling inventory 12,500 on credit for 12,000, buying equipment worth of 50,000 for cash, payment of electricity bill 5,000 for October. The transaction that increased the liability of Kamalini's business. Increase the liability means what? Something we purchase on credit basis, right? All good? So what is the answer? A, obtain a bank loan. When we obtain a bank loan, our liability increases. The ownership means it should be the ownership mean the equity. Yeah? You struggle with the question name, that is the term called equity. Right? Equity. Let's see. Then there, what is the other one? The final cash balance. Okay. Let's see the equity. Yeah? Right. So you can see assets equal equity plus liability. First one, When obtain a bank loan, it is not affect to the equity. Selling inventory 12,000 on credit for 12,500 on credit for 12,000 means there is a loss of 500. 12,500 worth of goods we sell for 12,000. Understand? Which means there is a 500 loss. ඒ කියන්නේ මෙතන කොහමද වෙන්නේ? Inventory අඩු වෙනවා 12,500. Debtors වැඩි වෙනවා 12,000. ඒතර loss එකක් නිසා තමයි අපි මෙතනට දාන. අපිට ඕනේ equity විතරයිනේ because they are asking only about the equity. Buying equipment 50,000 for cash කිව්වහම ඒක මේ වෙන්නේ නැහැ. Payment of electricity bill 5,000. Payment of electricity bill 5,000 කිව්වහම you know cash decreased by 5,000, equity decreased by 5,000. Totally, you know, equity was decreased by 5,500. The answer is decreased by 5,500. Decreased by 5,500. Right. All good? Right. So up to 22 done. '23. The cash balance of Kamilini's business. Cash balance. Let's see. When obtained bank loan, cash balance increased 100,000. There is no any cash inflow outflow. Buying equipment 50,000 means you know cash balance decrease. Payment of electricity means you know 5,000 decrease. Totally decreases are 55,000. So you know 45,000 is the cash balance, right? 45,000 is the cash balance. Any answer like that? 45,000. The answer is number 1. All good? Right? Which is not a primary function of management, planning, organization, leading and controlling. You know, managing people means the leading, right? So you know, financial auditing is not planning, organizing, okay, leading and controlling. Controlling financial audit also there. Okay, number 3, right? The word that should be added at the end of the name of a private limited company, you know, it should be PVT Ltd, private limited company. PVT Ltd, private limited company. PVT Ltd. Right? Answer question number 26 and 27 using the information given below. The number of members of Kalanitaru Sports Club is 100. The annual membership fee per member is 1,500. 16 members have not paid their membership fee for the year ended 31st December 2024. What is the question they are asking about? Membership fee that should be entered in the receipt and payment account. Receipt and payment account means what? The membership fee received during the period, right? The membership fee to be included in the income statement means what? Which means membership fee amount relevant for the period. Understand? Income statement be prepared under accrual concept, amount relevant for the period. Receipt and payment account we identify amount we receive, right? How many members are there? 100. Annual membership fee how much? 1,005, right? So out of 100, 16 not paid. 16 not paid means balance paid. How much the balance? 100 minus 16, how much? 84 paid, right? All good. 50, 16 not paid means what? 84 paid. So annual membership fee is 1500. So when once you multiply 1000, now we don't know, we don't need the amount, like we don't need the here. In here they are asking about what is the membership fee income relevant for the period, membership fee income received. Receive කියන්නේ මේ හම්බෙච්ච ගානනේ. හරිද? membership fee income relevant for the period කියන්නේ ඉන්න members ලා ගානෙන් membership fee income එක වැඩි කරාම තේරුණා? So in here how much membership fee relevant for the period? 150,000, right? So 84 multiplied by 1500 means this is the amount relevant. How much? 84 multiplied by 1500. How much? 126,000. 126,000. මෙතන අහන්නේ හම්බෙච්ච ගානයි අවුරුද්දට අදාළ ගාන. Income statement එක කියන්නේ amount relevant for the period. තේරුණාද? Right? So you know in here amount relevant for the period. Now receipt amount is how much? 126,000. Amount relevant for the period is 150,000. Hope all good. Again send me a thumbs up. Right? Right. If there's any concern, let me know. Right. Next one. The functions that a businessman cannot perform through the telebank service. Transferring money from one account to another account. Yes. Saving time and money. Making business yes. Financial transactions අපිට ඔක්කොම කරන්න බෑ මේ telebanking service එක. තේරුණාද? Financial transactions ඔක්කොම කරන්න බෑ. The correct statement regarding a trial balance. A trial balance is a ledger account stated as debit and credit. Is it true or false? No. Trial balance is not a ledger account. It's just a list of balances. An account is record showing record showing the debit and credit balances of the ledger account at the end of the period. The total of the debit and column of the trial balance is always equal to total of the credit column. Trial balance is always prepared according to the double entry rule. That is not correct. According to the double entry rule නෙමේ ledger accounts වල balance නේ ගන්නෙ. ඒතර ඒකත් වැරදි. හැමතිස්සෙම debit credit tally වෙන්නේ නැහැ. ඇයි? If there are errors in the ledger accounting process, the trial balance is not tally. Understood? So trial balance is not an account, it is a statement. It is a statement. Just correct it. It is a statement that record showing the debit and credit balance of ledger at the end of the period. So the answer is number 2. Number 2. It is a list of balances. මම මේවා හදලා ආයි දානවා PDF එකට. Right? All good guys? Hello. Right? මම මේවා හදලා ආයි දානවා. 34 ඉඳන් හරි කියලා හිතනවා බලමු. 34 ඉඳන් මම ප්‍රශ්න type කරන එක්කෙනාට යවුවා. බලමු. Right? While preparing the trial balance of Sahan's business as on 2024 31st December 2024, the total of the debit column was 5,000 more than the total of the credit column. The difference was recorded in an suspense account. In uncertain account means the suspense account. What could be the accounting error that caused this difference? Now you can see, if we take the debit column and the credit column in here, right, you can see The trial balance of the Sahan's business, total of the debit column was 5,000 more than the credit column, which means debit was higher than what? Credit. How much? 5,000. ඒ කියන්නේ debit higher than credit කියන්නේ suspense account එකට කොයි පැත්තට දෙන්නේ? ඈ? credit side එකටයි. අඩුව පැත්ත කොහෙද? credit පැත්ත. අඩු පැත්තට තමයි suspense account එක open කරන්නේ. trial balance difference. All good guys? Right? trial balance එක credit අඩු පැත්තට තමයි suspense account එක එන්නේ. Now they are asking what is the error? පත් දානවා error එක කියලා. තේරුණාද? Now when it comes to the errors, that error should be like when we preparing the ledger accounts, debit පැත්ත වැඩි වෙලා තියෙන transaction එකක් වෙන්න ඕනේ. එහෙම නැත්නම් credit පැත්ත අඩු වෙලා තියෙන එකක් වෙන්න. තේරුණාද? than the actual. Sale of 5,000, sales in here, sale account of 5,000 are omitted from the book. Sales account එක omit වෙලා. Sales account එකේ balance එක එන්නේ කොයි? Sales account is which kind of account? An income account. Understand? So the income account balance always goes to which side? Credit side. තේරුණාද? So credit side එකේ balance එකක් trial balance එක දාලා නැහැ කියන්නේ credit පැත්ත තමයි අඩු වෙන්නේ. That is the answer. Let's see the other one. Purchase of 5,000 are recorded only in the cash account. You know what is the double end of purchase? Cash book credit, purchase account debit. Purchase account omitted means debit entry omitted. Debit entry omitted means when it comes to trial balance, debit side is the lesser value side. Debit side is the lesser value side means it comes with suspense account, debit side the difference. Understand? So that is not the answer, right? Sale of 2,500 recorded as a debit in the sales account. What is the double entry of sales? You know, if we take about the cash or the credit sale, cash account or debit, debtors account debit 5,000. Sales account also should be credited, but mistakenly what we have done, sales account also debited by 5,000. Totally both debit and credit entries are in the same side. trial balance එක හදද්දි credit පැත්තට කීයක් මදි වෙනවද? 10,000 මදි වෙනවා. Can you remember I told you in the seminar? If there are if the both entries recorded in the same side, the difference would be twice. දෙගුණයක් මදි වෙනවා. තේරුණාද? අදාළ පැත්තේ. So credit side lesser by 10,000. So that is not the answer. Credit පැත්තට තමයි එන්නේ. හැබැයි difference එක කීයක් එනවද? 10,000.
Sir,
yes.
Sir, එකේ තියෙන්නේ මේ sale of rupees 2,500
sorry.
කියලානේ.
Sale of 2,500 are recorded in the debit side of the sales account. Sorry, yeah. 2,500 කියලා කියන්නේ මොකක්ද? එතකොට trial balance එකේ credit පැත්තට මදි වෙනවා 5,000. එතකොට මේකත් ගන්න පුළුවන් අපිට. right? එතකොට sales account එකේ තියනවා කියන්නේ debit suspense account එනවා කීයද? 5,000. එකත් ගන්න. right? දෙකම තියෙනවා. Thank you. Purchase of 2,500 are recorded in the credit column of the purchase account. So when we take about this one, purchase of 2,500 are recorded in as a credit in the purchase account. Now you know when we take about purchase, cash purchase or credit purchase, you know we credit the purchase account, credit the cash or creditors account. Purchase account should be debit, but mistakenly we recorded under credit side, right? credit යනවා කියන්නේ මේ පැත්තේ you know suspense account එකට කීයක් මදි එනවද? debit පැත්තේ 5,000 මදි වෙනවා. ඒතර debit පැත්තේ 5,000 මදි වෙන්නේ. ඒක ගන්න බෑ. මේකත් okay. So I saw like 5,000. All good? Send me a thumbs up. Right. right? Now let's go to the other one. Select the answer that only the account balance that are included in the credit column of the balance sheet. It should be credit column of the trial balance. Advertising debit, loan interest debit, employee benefits debit, it is an expense. Bank loan credit, creditors liability credit, commission received credit. Shop rent income credit, purchases debit, sales credit. Machinery assets debit, building debit. uh, in here this is the asset debit, should be plumber, right? Okay, so in here the answer is number 2, right? The monthly rent expense of a business is 8,000 for the year ended 31st December 2024. Only rupees 90,000 was available as rent. The depreciation. All right, right. It should be the not the accumulated depreciation. It should be the accrued rent. Accrued rent, right? Now you can see monthly rent is 8,000. Monthly rent is 8,000. So annually how much? 96,000. You know, monthly rent is 8,000. Annually how much? 96,000. That is the annual rent relevant for the period. Annual rent. But only paid how much? 90,000. So you know the accrued rent is how much? 6,000. Accrued rent should be 6,000. The answer is number 4. Right? The petty cash should be always repaid at the end of the month when the petty cash advance is about to expire, at the discretion of the petty cashier, at the discretion of the main cashier. කොහොමද වෙන්න ඕන? petty cash ඉවර වෙද්දි තමයි petty cash ආයි reimburse කරන්න. Right? දැන් මේක now my questions. Right? හරිද? මම මේ පේපර් හැදුවේ මෙතන ඉඳන්. බලමු. 34 to 40. ඔයගලන්ට කොහොමද ඉස්සරහා තව සෙමින එකක් තියෙනවා ගොඩක් වෙලාවට. සපෝට් සෙමින එකක්. මේ ඇවිල්ලා normal third term එකනේ. Right? ඒකේ I'll give you like 2 papers. Right? Okay. Answer the question number 34 to. Are you okay up to here? Send me a thumbs up again. All good? I want your support. And just remember stocks, non-current assets ඒවා හොඳට බලන්න. දැන් මට කියන්නේ stocks purchase කරද්දී අපි inventory purchase කරද්දී කොහෙටද debit entry කොහෙටද දෙන්නේ? Stocks purchase කරද්දී debit entry comes to what? Purchase account debit side. When we sell the stocks, where it goes? Credit side of the sales account. Understand? Just remember, inventories are assets, something we purchase for the reselling purpose. Inventories are assets. But in the accounting equation, inventories we concern asset increase, asset decrease. Though the inventories are asset, in the double entry onwards, you know, we categorize stocks purchase as purchase expense. හැමතිස්සෙම මතක ගන්න ගද්දි purchase account එකට debit එන්නේ. තේරෙනවද? Right? Sell කරද්දි sales account එකට කොහෙට දෙන්නේ? Credit එන්නේ. Inventory කියලා account එකක් ගහන්නේ නැහැ. There is nothing called inventory of the stocks account. Right? When we purchase එක ඇයි අපි 100ට ගත්ත එකක් 101කටවත් විකුණනවා නේ. එතකොට 100ක ලාභයක් තියාගන්න. තේරුණා? So that is the risk scenario. For 33, the answer is 2. Right? Okay. Sandun start an audit firm. Audit firm කිව්ව ගමන් ඔයාගේ ඔළුවට එන්න ඕනේ මොකක්ද? This is, there are three types of businesses in the accounting. I told you in the class. What are the three? Buying and selling business, means trading business, and the manufacturing business. බාණ්ඩ අරගෙන හදලා විකුණන එක. Buying and selling කියන්නේ හදපු බාණ්ඩ අරගෙන විකුණන ඒවා. ඒවල් ළඟ තියෙන සිල්ලර කාට. තේරුණාද? Manufacturing business means materials අරගෙන sell කරනවා. තව එකක් මොකක්ද? Service providing. The audit firm is what? Service providing. Now you know when it comes to service providing, how we prepare our income statement. මේක ගිය අවුරුද්දට කලින් අවුරුද්දේ oral paper එකත් ආවා. ඔයා දන්නවා when we concerned about the profit or loss statement, there is nothing called sales minus cost of sales, right? For service providing. First we write income, then we deduct the expenses, then it comes the profit. අර නිකන් not for profit organization එක P&L එක වගේ. තේරුණාද? තේරුණාද ළමයි? right? So මේ P&L එක නිකන් මොනවාද නිකන් මෙහෙම තමයි දාන්නේ. තේරුණාද? ඔයාලට මේක sales minus cost of sales. ඒක ඔළුවේ තියෙන්න ඕන නිසාමයි මම ওই ගාන දුන්නේ. බොරු නම් බලන්න. ගිය අවුරුද්දට කලින් අවුරුද්දේ ඕම තමයි තිබ්බේ paper. 2023 O level paper එකේ තියෙන්නේ MCQ 33 to 40 ওই ටිකම තමයි තියෙන්නේ. තේරුණාද? right? Okay. By investing 800,000 and 40,000 stationaries, below are the details of that business for the year ended 31st December 2025. Audit service provided during the year on cash and on credit. Bank loan obtained 1st of April 2025, 80,000 at 10% annual interest. Fixed deposit open on 1st of July 2025, rupees 100,000 at 6% annual interest. A motor vehicle purchase on 1st of January 2025 by using a business cash 500,000. Below are the income and expenses on cash basis for the year ended 31st December 2025. Advertising, employee salary, transportation cost, rent, insurance, bank loan interest, water and electricity. Cash and bank balance total as at 31st December 2025, 682,000. Additional information, remaining inventory stocks 27,000, monthly rent 2,000, motor vehicles depreciated 10% annually, insurance relevant for the period rupees 12,000. Okay. Now I told you, when it comes to this kind of a question, first of all, we need to find what are the requirements. Requirements ටික අරගෙන තමයි අපි අපේ P&L SFP ගහන්නේ මතකද? right? අපි මුලින්ම we need to highlight what are the requirements they are asking about the capital. Then total income of the business. Then total of the selling and distribution expenses. Then they are asking what? Net profit. Then total of the current liability. Then total of the non-current assets. Then correct item of the financial position. They are asking about receivable, fixed deposit, bank loan, stationery closing stock, motor vehicle accumulated depreciation. දැන් අපි අපේ format එක ගහන්න ඕනේ මේ කියන requirements ටික අනුව. You can see in the P&L what are the things they are asking? Total income, selling and distribution, and the net profit only. Right? Now you know when we draw the P&L of this kind of a question, you need to draw the P&L. දැන් ඔයා මේක first paper එක නිසා අඩුවුල ගන්න ඕනෙත් නෑ නිකන් කටු වැඩේ ගහනවා P&L income minus expenses. But when it comes to expenses, you know you need to categorize selling and distribution වෙනම දානවා. අයියේ total එක ගහනවා. අනිත් ඔක්කොම expense එකකට දානවා. තේරුණාද? Selling and distribution we need to take a heading because they are asking the selling and distribution expenses. All good, right? That's why we need to take it separately. When it comes to SOFP, right? When it comes to SOFP, right? You need to do it like this. Let's see what are the SOFP things. Capital they are asking. Then the current liability, non-current assets. They are asking about non-current assets. Then we need the equity under that capital, right? Then they are asking about what? Current liability. Current liability they are asking about. Current liability, right? Okay. Then just see, remember like this. මෙතන අහනවා corrected items ගැන අහනවා. මේ items ටිකත් අපි දාලා තියාගන්න ඕනේ. එතකොට තමයි අපිට ඒව ගන්න. අහන්න නැති ඒවා කොයිලාවෙත් first paper එකේ ගන්න එපා අපරාධ time එක. Right? මුලින්ම let's see. They are asking receivable fixed deposit interest. It is kind of assets නේ assets වලට නේ ඒක current assets වල එන්නේ. මේගොල්ලෝ අහන්නේ අපෙන් වෙනම මොනවද? non current assets වෙනම අහනවා current assets අහන්නේ නැහැ. ඒක නිසා මම එතනට විතරක් receivable fixed deposit interest එක දානවා අපි හොයමු ඒක. Then after that bank loan 9000, it is also non current liability. bank loan ලියලා තියා ගන්නවා මොකද අපි බලන්න ඕනේ ඒව ගන්න ඕනේ මොකද ඒක අහනවනේ මේකේ ටිකෙන් හරි එක මොකක්ද තේරෙනවද ඒ ටික විතරක් අපි වෙනම ගන්න. Let's see the next one. Stationary closing stocks. ඔන්න ඕක ගොඩක් අය හිතන්නේ නැති දෙයක්. මේක 2016 හරි 17 හරි උල් පේපරේ ඇහුවා. When it comes to buying and selling business, there are inventory or the stocks. Manufacturing business එකක් තියෙනවා. හැබැයි service providing business එක inventory නෑනේ මොකද ඒගොල්ලෝ goods නෑනේ තේරුණාද? හැබැයි මේකේ stationary stock එකක් තියෙනවා. ඒක current asset එකක්. තේරුණාද? ඔක බලන්න මේකේ මෙන්න මේ පේපරේ second paper first question එකෙත් මම දැම්මා. ඔයාලට පේනවද මේ බලන්න? මේ banana leaf business එක මේ second paper first question එක මම හදපු එකක් නෙමෙයි. මේකත් දැම්මේ 2016 or 17 second paper first question එක තමයි මම මේ දැම්මේ. තේරුණාද? මම හිතන්නේ මේ ඇවිල්ලා 2016 or 17 මට මතක විදියට 2016 බලන්න මෙතන. ඔයාලට පේනවද? Just wait. I show you. Equipment, lunch boxes, cash received from debtors, cash payment to creditors, electricity, rent, transportation, depreciation, no remaining stocks, banana leaf. Alright. මේක නෙමෙයි ඊට පස්සේ අවුරුදු දෙකේ තිබ්බේ. මේක අවුරුද්දක දිනවා මම ක්ලාස් එකේ කරන්න. මේකේ බලන්න මේ මොනවාද එක අවුරුද්දක තියෙනවා මේගොල්ලෝ අරන් තියෙනවා බිස්නස් එකේ ඒවට ඕන වෙන non current asset ඒවා. ඒවා depreciate වෙලා තියෙනවා. ඒකේ remaining stock එකකුත් තියෙනවා. මට ඒක පෙන්වන්න ඕන නිසා මම මේක ගත්තේ. තේරුණාද? ඔයාලට ගාන කරද්දි තේරෙයි. හොඳට හිතන්න මොකක්ද කියලා, right? අපි බලමු මේක කරගෙන යන්න. right? okay. දැන් මෙතන ඕන ටික ගත්තා. receivable, fixed deposit, interest income, bank loan ගත්තා. stationary closing stocks එක current assets එකක්. එතකොට මම stationary කියලා දානවා. stationary, right? Stationary. Then motor vehicle accumulated depreciation. So it is a non-current assets motor vehicle. ඔයා දන්නවා ඕනනම් columns තුනක් ගහන්න. හැබැයි අපි අඩු කරලා ගද්දි let's see what is the answer. Right? Okay. Now let's feed the data in here. අපි අහලා තියෙන දේවල් ටික දැන් දාගෙන යමු. එතකොට තමයි පුළුවන්. Right? Now let's take the things in here. Okay. අපි දැන් ස්ට්‍රක්චර් එක ගහගත්තා. දැන් අපි දාගෙන යනවා. තේරුණා නේද? කොහොම දාන්න බලන්න තමයි අමාරුද වෙන්නේ? අමාරුද? නෑ ලේසි. වවුල. ස්ට්‍රක්චර් මොකද මේ දැන් ගිය අවුරුද්දෙත් නා වෙනස් විදියට ප්‍රශ්න අහන්නේ දැන්. තේරුණා? ගිය අවුරුද්දෙත් වෙනස් විදියට තමයි ප්‍රශ්න. මම ඒකයි මේක හැදුවේ නැතුව මේ ගොඩාක් අමාරු කරලා මේ කරනවා ගිය අවුරුද්දෙත් කලින් අවුරුදු 34 to 40 අරන් බලන්න. තේරුණාද? ඒගොල්ලෝ වෙනස් විදිහට තමයි case studies දෙන්නේ දැන්. Right? Okay, let's see about this one. Now, in here, let's start from the additional information, right? No, the remaining stationary stocks 27,000. දැන් ඔයාලට පේනවද? හොඳට බලන්න. business එක පටන් ගද්දි stationary දාලා තියෙනවා 40,000. තේරුණාද? වෙන මොකුත් stationary ගැන නැහැ. remaining 27 කියලා කියන්නේ 40,000 දැම්මනම් හොඳට අහගන්න. 40,000 දැම්මනම් 27 ඉතුරු වෙනවා නම් අවුරුද්දේ stationary කීයක් use කරලා තියෙනවද? ඕන invest stationary how much? 40,000. right? remaining 27 කීයක් use කරලා තියෙනවද? 40 minus 27 how much? 13,000 used. දැන් බලන්න. එතකොට 40 නේ remaining වෙන්නේ. එතකොට stationary remain වෙන එක current asset එකක්. and just remember this is not the stocks. මේ ඇවිල්ලා stationary. තේරුණා? එහෙම එකක් තිබ්බත් ගන්න. ඒතර use කරපු එක administration expense එකක්. එතකොට stationary 13,000 use කරපු එක we identify as an expense. Just remember. Right? And in here we can take owner invested එකත් අපි අරගෙනම we took this one ගත් එකට හරි දානවා. Right? Okay. Owner invested, what are the things? Owner invested 800,000 of cash and 40,000 stationery means, you know, totally owner invested 840,000 worth of things. 840,000 of things owner invested in the beginning. Right? Owner invested beginning date, capital. Right? This is also done. ගන්නවට හරි දාන්න. Right. Now the next one, monthly rent is 2,000. එතකොට rent එක කීයක් ගෙවලා තියෙනවද කියලා බලන්න. You can see rent paid only under cash basis. You know we pay rent how much? 20,000. Month rent is 2,000 means rent relevant for the period how much? 24,000. Understand? So rent relevant for the period, you know, we identify under here as rent 24,000. But you know, since we paid only 20,000, there is a 4,000 accrued rent under current liability 4,000. Under current liability 4,000. තමයි thinking. Right? Okay. Next one. Then motor vehicle depreciated 10% annually. Right. Okay. Let's see about the motor vehicle. Motor vehicle purchase on 1st of January 2025 by using business cash 500. Right? So motor vehicle depreciated 10% annually means, you know, motor vehicle depreciation how much? 50,000. 50,000. Why? You know, we obtained the motor vehicle 500,000. So it depreciate 10% per annum means 50,000 is the rate depreciation, right? So you know, when we take about the motor vehicle, 500,000 is the cost. 50,000 is the accumulated depreciation because there is no any previous depreciation. Then the 450,000 is the net value of this, right? Insurance relevant for the period is 12,000. Now when we take about this one, insurance relevant for the period is 12,000, but we paid only 7,000, right? So you know, in here it is administration expenses, insurance 12,000, that is the amount relevant for the period, but we paid only how much? 7,000. So 12,000 minus 7,000 how much? How much? 12,000 minus 7,000. 5,000 is the accrued amount, right? So 12,000 minus 7,000, you can 5,000 ගෙවලා නැහැ. එතකොට accrued insurance 5,000. 5,000. Next one, these two done, right? Right. දැන් අපිට අනිත් ඒවා ගන්න පුළුවන්. ඕන ඉන්වෙස්ට් කරපුවා දාලා තියෙන්නේ. right? මම මේ කොහෙවත් මේ ආතල් එකක් නෙමෙයි දෙන්නේ. මේවා මේ පාස් පේපරේ තියෙන විදිහම තමයි ස්ට්‍රක්චර් එක හදලා තියෙන්නේ. තේරෙනවද? අරන් බාන්න ගිය අවුරුද්දේ 34 to 40 මෙච්චරට මීට වැඩිය ගොඩක් මීට වැඩිය චුට්ටක් ලේසි. තමයි තව ටිකක් ඇඩිෂනල් දේවල් දාලා තියෙන්නේ. තේරුණාද? මේ විදිහටම තමයි සිනාරියෝස් දැන් එන්නේ. ඒ නිසා හොඳට බලා ගන්න. right? අපි තාම මේවා කරගෙන යන ගමන් පේපර් ක්ලාස් එක කරා මේ ළඟදී. තාම පාස් පේපර්ස් කරන්න දෙනවා. ඒකට ඔයාලට තව ටිකක් ප්‍රැක්ටිස් වෙයි. Audit services provided during the year, cash credit means audit service income totally 500,000, right? 500. That is also done, right? Then bank loan obtained on 1st of April 2025, 80,000 at 10% annual interest. දැන් ඔයාලට පේනවද? ඔන්න බලන්න. මේවත් ඔයාලට තියෙනවා. බැංක් ලෝන් එක අරන් තියෙන්නේ ඒප්‍රිල් 1st. එතකොට මාස කීයකටද ඉන්ට්‍රස්ට් එක බලන්න. ඒප්‍රිල්, මේ, ජූන්, ජුලයි, ඕගස්ට්, සෙප්තැම්බර්, ඔක්තෝබර්, නොවැම්බර්, ඩිසෙම්බර්. How many months? 9 months. April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. තේරුණාද? So when we take about the bank loan interest, you can see bank loan amount is 80,000, right? Interest rate is 10 upon 100, but it is only for 9 months, 9 upon 12. Tell me the amount. So 8,000 multiplied by 9 divide by 12, which means 6,000 is the bank loan interest relevant for the period. Bank loan interest relevant for the period, right? Then under expenses, under financial expenses, we write bank loan interest 6,000. But you can see in here, we paid only bank loan interest 5,000, which means there is 1,000 accrued, right? Which means because of that, you need to write bank loan interest. How much? කියක් ගෙවලා නැද්ද? Accrued bank loan interest 1,000. There is an accrual thing, right? Okay, done. Then fixed deposit open on 1st of January, July, right? July 2025 on at 6% annual interest. Then බලන්න fixed deposit එක දාලා තියෙන්නේ මෙදානම්, right? අපි බලමු මේ අවුරුද්දට දාලා FD interest income එක 6% නේ අවුරුද්දකට හම්බෙන්න ඕනේ. අපි දාලා තියෙන 7 වෙනි මාසේ. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 මාස කීයටද ඉන්ට්‍රස්ට් එක හම්බෙන්නේ? 6කට, right? එතකොට 6 upon 12. බාන කීයද කියලා මේකට මේක කැපුවාම 1,000 multiply by 6, right, by 12 means it's 3,000. 3,000 is the fixed deposit interest income relevant for the period. බාන අපිට fixed deposit interest income එක කීයක් හරි හම්බෙලා තියෙනවද කියලා? නෑ නේද? නෑ. කීයක්වත් හම්බෙලා නෑ. එතකොට බලන්න. Fixed deposit interest income 3,000. So FD interest income, it is our income. FD interest income how much? 3,000. But since not anything receivable fixed deposit interest income in 3,000, right? 3,000. And just remember, there is a FD fixed deposit how much? 100,000. So it is an uncurrent assets. Fixed deposit, it is an uncurrent asset. How much? 100,000. Same like that. සිංගප්පූරු සවාරි කාටද තියෙන්නේ? මේ ඔක්කොම ෆස්ට් පේපරේ සෙකන්ඩ් පේපරේ දෙකටම එන්න දාලා දැන් අනිත් ඒවාට normally දාන්න. So you can see advertising 17,000. It goes to the distribution expenses. Advertising 17,000 done. Employee salary 27,000 in here. Employee salary 27,000. Transportation cost 9,000. Transportation cost 9,000. Water and electricity 13,000. So transportation cost is selling and distribution. Transportation cost 9,000. Next one, water and electricity 13,000. ඔක්කොම ඉවරයි. Water and electricity 13,000. Right. Now just you need to balance the things. දැන් ඔක්කොම ඉවරයි. දැන් තියෙන්නේ answers ටික දඩබඩ ගාලා ගහගෙන යන්න. Okay, let's see the question. Number 1. Capital එක නම් ලේසි. කීයද capital? 840,000. This is the answer for number 34. 34, 840,000. So the answer is number 4. Total income of the business. How much the total income? Total income means 503,000. 503,000. මේ මාන්ස එකක් තියෙනවා. Yes, the answer is number 3. Selling and distribution expenses, how much? 50,000, 17,000, 9,000, 76,000, 76,000, 76,000. No, it is minus 76,000, 76,000. Right? Net profit for the year. Net profit for the year means you need to deduct the other expenses as well. Tell me the total in here. 13 plus 24 plus 12 plus 6 plus 20 27 plus 13 is 95. Again check. 13 plus 24 plus 12 plus 6 plus 27 plus 13 95. So then 503 minus 76,000 means 427,000. 427,000 minus 95 means 332,000. That is the net profit. Answer is number 1. Right? Answer is number 1. බලන්න ඔක්කොම ටික ගාගත්තාම එකපාර දඩබඩ ගාලා answers ටික දෙන්න පුළුවන්. තේරුණාද? Once you feed everything, you can write the answer. Total of the current assets. So the current liability. Current liability means these things. 10,000, right? Current liability is 10,000. The answer is number 3. Non-current assets. Non-current assets means how much? These things. How much? 550,000. 550,000 කියලා answer එකක් තියෙනවා. Answer number 3. The correct item in the now දැන් මම මේ ටික ආයෙ දාන්න මුලින්ම දාලා තිබ්බේ 34 හරි 36 තිබ්බේ 35 තිබ්බේ income නේද? එතකොට මේකට මේ ඇවිල්ලා 35 වල answer එක. 35. Then 36 for selling and distribution. 36. 36. 37, it's all about the net profit. So this is the 37. 38 of the current liability. So the current liability is this one. 39 is about this one. 39. Finally 40. The correct item, receivable fixed deposit interest income 3000. Receivable fixed deposit interest income, it is correct, right? 30, that is the 40. බලමු අනිත් ඒවා හරිද කියලා. මේක තමයි දැන්ට තියෙන්නේ. bank loan is 90000 හරිද? bank loan අපි දැම්මේ නෑ. bank loan කීයක්වත් repay කරලා දිනවද ළම? නෑ නේද? bank loan එක කීයද? 100 bank loan is 80000. එතකොට මෙතනට එන්න ඕනේ 80000 කියලා. ගෙවලා නැහැනේ කීයක්වත්. So that is incorrect. 80000. ඒක වැරදි. Then next one. Stationery closing stock 40,000. You know stationery closing stock 40,000. Stationery, sorry, remaining cost කීයද? නෑ 40 නෙමෙයිනේ. Stationery remaining තියෙන්නේ 27. Sorry, that should be stationery 27. Remaining stock එක තමයි මෙතනට දාන්නේ 27,000. So 40 is incorrect. 40 invested, remaining 27, right? Motor vehicle accumulated depreciation 100,000. No. Motor vehicle accumulated depreciation 50,000. So the answer is number 1. Number 1 is the answer. Right. Okay, I'll give you 5 minutes. Please write this. Write this. Write it and put raised hands. Write it and put raised hands. 34 ඉඳන් 40 වෙනකන් ඔක්කොම හරියා. ඔක්කොම මම ගානට හදලා තියෙන්නේ. අරක කීයද? Right?
දෙකකින් මිස් වෙන ආන්සර්ස් වගේ සමහරිය.
Finish it and put raised hands. Hurry up. Do the grade 10 third term test paper as well. ආගන්න group වල තියෙනවා grade 10 paper එකක් ඉල්ලම් කරන්න. ඒකෙත් හොඳම ගණන් ටිකක් තියෙනවා. grade 10 third term නැත්තම් record එක බලන්න. bank reconciliation එකේ ගාණක් එහෙම දෙනවා superior ට මදු එක. error correction වල තියෙනවා. ඒක නිසා grade 10 paper එකත් කරන්න. තේරුණාද? ප්‍රධානයි තව ටිකක් පුළුවන් වෙන්නේ. මේක චුට්ටක් මම දන්නවා මේක අමාරුයි. හැබැයි මේ වගේම තමයි ඔය කලින් අරුදුල pass papers වල දැම්මත් තියෙන්නේ. ඒ වඩා චුට්ටක් ලේසි වෙන්නේ. ඉතින් අපි අමාරු ඒවා කරොත් තමයි ලේසියෙන් කරන්න පුළුවන් වෙන්නේ. තේරුණාද? Once you done, put raise hands, Arya. At least take a screenshot. All done. Right. All good. Right. Now you know මේකේ mistakes තිබ්බ ටික මං හැදුවා. ඒක මං ආයේ මේ correct කරලා දාන්නම් ඕගලන්ට. මේකේ පොඩි typing mistakes තිබ්බා අනම්මනම්. Right. කොහොමාරි second paper එකේ අවුලක් නෑ ළමයි. second paper එකේ කරන්න second paper එකේ errors නෑ. second paper එකේ මේ first question එක එහෙම මේ ආතල් එකට හදපු ගානක් නෙමෙයි මේ second paper first question එක ඕලෙවල් pass paper එකක්ම තමයි හොඳ. තේරුණාද? right? ඕලෙවල් pass paper එකක්ම තමයි කරලා බලන්න. right? Then right. Right. ඊළඟට just wait. Especially the BS business studies and the accounting නම් ළමයි මේ accounting එකේ තියෙන ප්‍රශ්න ටිකම මම හදපු ටිකක් තියෙන්නේ second paper එකේ. Right? ඒක නිසා ඒක හදන්න. Right? මං right okay. So now
සර්
this
එකක් අමාරු කරාද?
නෑ ඒක list. Right? Second paper questions will be send you as a video. Now you know it's like this. For 2025 O level, your normal class is on Thursday 8 to 10 p.m. Then Monday නෑ Tuesday Wednesday නෑ. තේරුණාද? ඔයාලා class එක තියෙන්නේ Thursday 8 to 10 p.m. පැය දෙකයි තියෙන්නේ. හැබැයි ඉස්සරහා මම පැය 6 seminar දෙකක් දානවා December month එකේ. ඒක seminar එකට පිටින් එන අයට වෙනම ගාණක් ගන්නෙ. class එකේ ඉන්න අයට class fees එකම තමයි. තේරුණාද? වෙනම ගාණක් ගන්නෙ නෑ. මොනවාද? පැය 6 seminar දෙකක් තියෙනවා. අපි එතකොට ඉතුරු වෙන ටික තව past papers මම හිතන්නේ තියෙන්නේ අපිට තියෙනවා financial statements තියෙනවා. Trade and supporting service, management and marketing. Then grade 11 financial statements done mostly. Past papers ටිකයි තියෙන්නේ. ඊළඟට තියෙන්නේ statement of production cost and the investment as well as second paper first. තේරෙනවද? අපිට මාස දෙකයි තියෙන්නේ. ඉතුරු ටික කරන්න ජනවාරි මේ දෙසැම්බර් month එකේ මේ month එකේ ඉස්සරහා shape වුණාම ඔයගලන්ට ඉස්සරහා එන ක්‍රිස්මස් නිමාඩුවේ මම ඔයගලන්ට පැය 6 7 seminar දෙකක් දානවා. ඒතොර මේ දෙකෙන් ටික cover වෙනවා. තේරුණාද? Okay. Now we are meeting not this Thursday, we are meeting next Thursday onwards 8 to 10 p.m. Right? Thank you for the participation. Bye. God bless.
Bye sir. Thank you sir.
Bye.